Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Zokomatsu here with part 3 of What of Naruto with Superman. Any further ado, let's get into it. We're opening up, and all of Team 7, they're getting annoyed and tired that they kept getting these lame D-Rig mentions. Even Sakura, even though she likes where she is at the moment, she is beginning to get annoyed because they have to catch the same stupid cat over and over again that's somehow able to avoid Naruto. Even Minato can explain that one. And before Minato approved, a month ago, him and Naruto have been trying to train up their kryptonite resistance, but it's been futile. This is a substance that, neither of them ever felt before. But Naruto, since he's half human, or half Uzumaki, half human, he has a slight resistance to it, and he's faring better off than Minato. He's a little better than Minato, but he's still in a constant agony. He's still pretty much in constant agony every time he's around it. So even though it's better than Minato, it's not by that much. Going forward, their the the resistance to it is a little better, but it's still not good. But they still lose most of their powers, but they still can stand a fight if need be. So Minato agrees, and he assigns them the D-Rate mission, and he sends someone else. This man named Tazuma, and he introduced himself, saying a pink girl with pink hair looked like she's useless, and Sakura tries to kill him, but Naruto grabs her, saying we can't kill our client. We can't kill our client. And Minato, aka the Fourth Hokage, assigns them the mission to guard him and protect him to his bridge. And Naruto is excited because this is the first time he's actually going to be leaving the village. He's actually going out in the world into a real ninja mission. And Minato tells him, "Be careful, Naruto. You're not 100% invincible anymore. You're still a ninja. You can still be killed. Even though it may be a C rank, you should treat every mission you're on like an S rank. You never know what could happen. You could have enemy village evade you on a D-rate mission and you wouldn't even know. You always have to be prepared for every situation and outcome." With Kakashi agreeing with him, with Kakashi being a little bit more mentally stable, that Minato's alive. And at this point, I never went over it, but Minato most definitely caught Obito at this point. Now this man for sure caught Obito. Whooped him. Now he's in the military prison, and Kakashi speaks to him every day, and they're both beginning to. Wait, no, Minato alive. Man's alive. She's perfectly healthy. She's living out in Bella somewhere. Since Minato is a still expert, she's living out in a mountain somewhere just chilling. And Obito goes to visit her daily. Goes to visit her. So Kakashi and them are all pretty good. All pretty good. So Kakashi heads out. Still having his child on an eye. Like if he got rid of his eye and gave it back to Obito, he will only have one eye and was making weaker. So Obito allowed him to keep it. While he took his grandmother's eyes, unlocking himself the eternal Mangekyo. Screw it, his grandmother had the eternal Mangekyo now. And he now has the eternal Mangekyo. Not having two perfectly working eyes, and I guess with Kryptonian technology, no, it's true. Kakashi now have two active Sharingan like he's at Uchiha. And he can deactivate them and activate them at will. So Kakashi is pretty much set for life. Oh, I just did something weird in my throat. I'm sorry about that. But they head out Naruto leave village. And then looking ahead, he sees a puddle. But Naruto realizes, wait, it haven't Kakashi yet. There's a puddle up ahead. And Sakura like, so what? It's nature. Of course it's gonna have water. Some places, yeah, but it hasn't rained in almost a month. And Kakashi and two guys jump out. But in Naruto look like they're moving in slow motion. So he just goes up and taps them on the head, knocking them out. Or seemingly trying to knock them out. But their weapons are coated in kryptonite, causing Naruto causing everything to speed up. And Naruto kind of falls to the ground, beginning to fall to the ground a bit. And they end up cutting Naruto, causing him to bleed, cutting him across his cheek. And Kakashi noticed, wait, kryptonite. He goes, and him and Sasuke goes to handle the guys knocking him out and concealing the kryptonite source. And Kakashi asks, where should get these? You really think that element's hard? You really think that element's hard to come by? It's you could go in the ocean and find a bunch of it. It's not that hard to get. It's like crap. And he conceals them, and Naruto begins to heal, and get back up. While Sakura begins to heal us soon, and Naruto says, "It's no need," and he's already begun to regenerate or heal. And Sakura asks, "Huh? How far can a factor of yours go? Now that I notice, you've never been sick before." Well, I can't regrow limbs, but I can heal from pretty much any injury. Just like you yellow sunlight. And we don't really need to eat either. Now that I think about it, I don't really need to eat either. I just like the feeling. As long as we, as long as the yellow sun is here, I'll be good. I'll be good. So they go ahead and Naruto senses something. He digs everybody. He grabs everybody to get down, and a massive sword comes by. So Kakashi, huh? Zabusuki miss. Well, I be Kakashi, the honorary Uchiha, the man who copied over 1,000 jutsus with the Sharingan gifted by his friend. Ha, so I never thought I had the opportunity to fight you one day, but as a roast, I guess I have to respect it. And I don't really have to fight you, but if you hand Tazuma over peacefully, I guarantee you all of you will leave with your lives. And Kakashi says, well, no. You best believe I'm not letting any of my students get hurt or die here. As Kakashi's Sharingan begins to flare, activating them, and they flare into the free Tomoe. And they've battled again. And they've battled again. This battle goes is even more in Kakashi's favor because he has basically two Sharingan. He's basically a Chiha. And he has less chakra drain from using his Sharingan. And Sakura's results have increased. So this fight goes normally as a canon. And Kakashi, he's able to avoid getting caught in a water prison, eventually leading to Haku having to intervene. After Kakashi's about to land a killing blow on Zabuza, Haku comes, stab him, and seemingly Kakashi dies. But Naruto can see he's not really dead. And he wanted to say something, but Kakashi looks at him and says don't. Or Naruto gets fresh about telling. And Habusu grabs Zabuza saying thank you and hops away. What Kakashi deactivating the shotgun, catching his breath a little bit, catching his breath a bit. Uh, he sells Naruto, so you notice it too. Zabuza most likely survived. Yeah, as soon as he walked away, I heard his heartbeat. And Sasuke says, "Wait, you can hear a heartbeat?" Yeah, I have X-ray vision, super hearing. And Sakura said, "Wait, you have X-ray vision covering that stuff a bit." No, I don't use it for anything like that. I promise. As Sakura calls him a pervert. Wait, and Sasuke says, mocking Naruto, "Well, you do bit the bathhouse a lot, looking at a wall." And Sakura gets kind of upset. She punches Naruto, and Naruto somehow gets sent flying to a tree, and he's somehow able to feel it. And Naruto's like, "What? I'm indestructible. How does that even hurt? How does that even hurt?" It's obviously for a gag. This Sakura don't have enough power to damage Naruto at all, but maybe he does. You know what? Maybe Naruto had his guard down at that point, and that's why I hurt. Since he can control whether his indestructibility is on or off. So that's why I hurt. So they head off and they go back to Sasuke's home, still running into Inari, telling them that they're all going to die by They're all going to die by Gato. Everybody who ever went up against him have died before, and you ninja won't be the same. And Naruto, he can't relate with him. He had a loving mother and father. He had his senseis in Jiraiya and his grandfather. He even had Hiruzen. He even had a Hiruzen. He's not he doesn't know how he feels, but Kakashi does. He knows the pains of losing people you love. And Kakashi's actually going to console him in this one, with him being much happier but still injured and upset. So there's training. Kakashi decides to train them some more. First, upping their basic combat skills a bit more, and teaching Sakura more advanced versions of medical Nin. As well as teaching them the basics of how to strengthen your body and how to hold out all of you, making you much more powerful. And he begins to teach. He begins to teach Naruto and Sasuke the basics. Well, Sasuke the basics of the Chidori, and Naruto the basics of the Rasengan, but it's not enough time for them to actually perfect it. Even though Naruto's training is going a lot faster with the use of shadow clones, he can actually make thousands at a time. It's still going to take him much longer, since he still has so much chakra that is hard to control. That is hard to control. Eventually, time go by, and Naruto just has to stay home with Naruto just in case something happens. Since he have a bad gut feeling, and Tanjiro end up dropping them at the bridge while Sasuke faces off against Haku. Naruto goes and does, and he quickly handled them, saving Inari, rushing to the bridge and flying through Sasuke. But Naruto didn't expect this. But Haku, he had kryptonite symbol, so it actually cut through him, piercing Naruto, stabbing him, flying right through him. And Naruto's like, ah. As Naruto gets weaker, and Sakura's like, crap, kryptonite. And they see that she's injured. He's injured, and this fight is hard. But Naruto still had his powers. They're just weaker to a sense. Naruto just can't punch through the glass. Don't have enough strength to just punch through the glass anymore. But he's still pretty fast. He's pretty strong. So him and Sasuke ain't dodging the Simbans, while Haku specifically chooses only to use the Kryptonite Simbans against Naruto, since he's the only one who needs them for. While Sasuke, everything to the front goes the same as a cannon, but Naruto using his heat vision, trying to melt the mirrors. and it actually some was broke, but Haku was able to rebuild them just as fast with Naruto being weakened, and Kryptonite noodles weaken his power. And he's able to regenerate his mirrors faster than he can melt them. As a Bruce wave comes flying at Naruto, and Sasuke dodged, and Naruto thinks Sasuke died, causing the Nine Tails to begin, and Nine Tails chakra to begin to seep out. Enraged, and his Senbons, they fly out of Naruto. And Naruto is off the hill with Kurama. They try to pursue regain his strength. And even though this is bad, like horribly bad, this is the Kryptonian Superman as power by the power of the Nine Tails. Let's just say after a few hits, after a few hits, Haku is beat and booted and blasted down as Naruto begins to blink towards Haku. And Naruto coming down just in time, but still sending a massive shockwaves, even splitting the sky, spinning the clouds. And Zabuza sees it. Haku sees that Zabuza is about to get hit with the Shidori, and Haku still choosing to sacrifice his life instead of seeing a person who raised him, his father figure, die. Haku's and Zabuza says, huh, at least you're good as a meat shield. As Naruto uses Talk no Jutsu Cell, inspiring Zabuza, just as Gosu shows up. He sees Haku laying down in the bread, and Zabuza still ends up. Gosu still Sakazish, and Zabuza still ends up taking out Gosu. And after everybody healed, the rest of the villagers come, partner with Naruto to take out the rest of God's men, running them off, while Konoha funds that village, completing the bridge and giving them some of their technology, making it more advanced, and making them basically shoot back up out of poverty. And the bridge still named the Great Naruto Bridge. As they head back to the village in success. But that's where I'm going to end this part off right here. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.